After going over the parts of a business letter or types of business letters, now we're going to go ahead and start the business letter. So we created the letterhead. Now we're going to save this as a completely different file. When you turn this in, I want you to turn in the letterhead as well as the business letter. So we're going to go ahead and save as a different name. So whenever you need to resave something using a different name, we're going to go to File, Save As. And we're going to change the Apple Park letterhead to Apple Park. I'm sorry, if we change to Lee Vendor Letter. And still with your last name, first name, last name. So we're going to press Save. So now it's no longer called Apple Park letterhead. So you can't modify that letterhead, so you can have it for future reference. Now we're going to apply a style. So we have a normal style that is default, and it places 8 points of blank space after each paragraph and inserts a vertical space equal to 1.08 lines below each line of text. Ooh, excuse me, I guess it's thundering outside. My bad, I apologize for that. So we're going to modify the spacing used for the paragraphs of this letter because it used single spacing for paragraphs and then double spacing between paragraphs. Word has many built-in or predefined styles. There's a no spacing style that defines line spacing as single and doesn't insert any additional blank space between the lines whenever you press the Enter key. Okay, so that's basically what we're going to be using. So with the insertion point position in the paragraph to be formatted, go to Styles, okay, this area of Styles, and we're going to find the no spacing. That's the second one here. Okay. So we created the style, so there's going to be specific spacing rules here. Now what we're going to do is we are going to use tab stops to align text. Because as we recall from the previous video, the first line is going to be flush towards the right margin instead of flush to the left margin like this in block letter style. There's 5 different types of tabs. There's a left tab, center tab, right tab, decimal tab, and bar tab. And you can insert tabs by using the ruler up here at the top. A tab stop is a location on the ruler that tells Word where to position the insertion point when you press the tab key on your keyboard. By default, it places a tab stop at every 1/2 inch, so you can press tab, and I'll put these back on, and you can see that every point 1/2 inch, I can do that. But I'm not going to do that because it would take too many tabs. I want to create my own custom tab stops. So usually the ruler is displayed above. If it's not, go to the View tab here and make sure ruler is selected. So the first thing we're going to put in there is a date line, but that's 2 lines below the letterhead, so this is the first line. So we're going to go ahead and press Enter to give it another line. Now that no spacing style gave us less space, so we are going to change the tabs to the left tab icon. This is the left tab icon. This is center tab icon. This is right tab icon. This is decimal tab icon. This is bar tab icon. Okay, so the left tab, it left aligns text to the location of the tab stop. The center tab centers text to the location of the tab stop. Right tab right aligns it. Decimal tab aligns text on the decimal point in the location of the tab stop. And the bar tab aligns text on a bar character in the location of the tab stop. So it's whenever you have that bar. So we're going to put a left tab stop at 4 inches. So go over here to the ruler and put tab there. Now, what we did with the custom tab stop is instead of it stopping at 1/2 inch, when we press tab, it goes over to 4 inches. So now we're going to insert the current date. So we are going to go to the Insert tab here, and we're going to go to Date and Time. And we are going to find the current date, September 23rd, 2017. Press OK. And what we did, I'm going to do that again because I forgot to tell you guys something, you want to make sure this is selected where it says update automatically. What that means is whenever you decide to use this letter in the future or a template of this letter, it will update the date. Or if you start like a week before and you want to make sure it's current, make sure you do that. Oops, and I still did it wrong. It needs to be this format here. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to enter the inside address and salutation. So we are going to, we have an insertion point after the date. We're going to press the enter key 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to type Miss, my caps lock was on, Miss Tamara Lee. Enter. Tam's Artistic Designs. Enter. 1587 Willow Road. Juniper. I'm going to get rid of these paragraph things. They personally annoy me, but they're a very helpful tool when it comes to spacing, but it's hard to read sometimes. MT 33522. Then press the enter key twice. Then we're going to type in Dear Miss Lee. And remember, the colon is for formal. So now we get our inside address and our salutation.